Good day, everyone, and welcome to Home at the Hollow. My name is Glennis, and welcome to my kitchen. Today's recipe is an in favorite right out of my cookbook. You don't have my cookbook yet? Oh my gosh, what are you guys waiting for? But anyway, an in favorite is apricot scones. Sometimes at breakfast, I just like a simple scone, just something a little bit to nosh on with my coffee. It's perfect with tea. I will list all of the ingredients below, no worries, but I'm going to just go as quickly as I can here. I've got my all-purpose flour. If you have self-rising, that's okay too, no worries, but I'm going to add my leavening agents. Just a quick go through. I'm going to try and do this in real time. I've got, typically, I use cold butter, and you can use cold butter. I'm going to experiment a little bit today with my recipe, and I've got some chilled shortening, butter flavored shortening here. I'm going to add some just granulated sugar, just a brief go around with that. I'm going to add my shortening or butter. You can, if you want to experiment a little bit, you can do like a combination of shortening and butter, half and half. But this uses so little, I just thought I'd try something a little different. Making a mess, as it is. Just gonna get my hands right in it. And, you know, get it to where you don't have any like big globs of butter and or shortening. This is a delicious, this is a very, very mild tasting scone, and it's just incredibly delicious. And I think, you know, I think that's good. You don't want any big, and I really enjoy using my hands with this particular recipe. And there we are. That's looking pretty good. I've got my apricots all finely chopped. But what I've got is I've got a farm fresh egg that I'm going to just, at room temperature, that I'm going to use from my neighbor. As soon as I get the garden going and getting something from it, I'll be able to kind of trade with them for fresh eggs. But they were very kind and sent me over some fresh eggs today, and I just love using them. That's a little bit of sour cream. Like I said, I'll put everything below. And I think that I have everything else. See, I mean, it's just that simple. It is just simple, easy. Set this out of the way. Give it a go round. You don't, at this point, you don't want to do too much to it as far as, you know, beating and getting it all mixed up. I mean, certainly you want it all moist. But I wanted to kind of do this in real time. So if you hear a little kitty crying, that is the newest addition to the Hollow. Her name is Kate. Her name is, actually a little bit longer, but shortened, it's Kate. And she has been here. We adopted her on Saturday, and it's Wednesday, so she's been here since Saturday. And, you know, she walked in like, I'm the boss. And ultimately, she's the boss. But there we go. I'm going to go ahead and add my apricots to that. And I'm going to zest an orange. I love to zest right over my mixture because it gives it a good spray. Some of the oils that are in the skin will just spray right over whatever mixture it is that you're working on. And oh, it makes a big difference. I think it makes a big difference. Now I do, when I'm doing something like this, I do finish it and put it in a small container and set it in the freezer for when I need a little extra orange, you know, something. I use extra orange, of course, in chocolate shortbread cookies, or and in my Cornish game hens, my apricot glazed Cornish game hens. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hands right in here. I've got my baking pan ready. And see, it's just coming together. And that's what you want to do, is to bring it together. And if you want to do it with, you know, a fork or a pastry blender, that's okay too. There's no wrong way of making scones or biscuits or anything like that. Just whatever has fallen to the bottom, I just kind of want to push it. See if we could do this really quickly. There we are. Set this aside. Set that aside. So if you ever see a little kitty, a black and white, a tuxedo kitty, jump up on my counter, you will know she is jumping up on everything. And I'm just going to just shape this slightly. If I can get myself organized a little bit better. It's been a long time since I've made scones. A lot of people will, oh, there she is. Oh my goodness. A lot of people will, you know, use a rolling pin, but I'm going to just, no. I'm sorry, guys. No, you're not jumping on top of the fridge. It's not going to happen today. I hope not. She wants to jump on everything. Absolutely everything. And there we go. My goodness. I'm going to make it just a little bit flatter. This is, gosh, what, maybe 6-inch, you know, in diameter, something like that. But I don't want it to be too crazy thick. It will take a long time to bake. And I like to bake mine just when the top becomes a good golden brown. You want a good golden brown on this. 375 preheated. Definitely preheat your oven. We're gonna, whoops, there she goes. Just give it a good spread. I'm going to take, I'm hoping I haven't forgotten anything. This is probably, I'm going to just kind of score it in half. I think you guys can see it in half again. And that's going to make 4 generous scones. Now, certainly, you know, if you want to flatten it a little more, but you're going to have really flat scones. I've got a little bit of cream left over. I don't want this cream to run on the sides. I want it to rise up just like it is, or like it, you know, it normally would rise up. Just a very light brush, not a lot. And I think that you guys remember my vanilla sugar with, I think you can see, with a little bit of vanilla, just a very slight dusting. You don't want too much. And there you go. It is just that easy. And I'm going to bake these off. 375, I'm going to start checking them at 20 minutes. Certainly you want a good golden brown on this, but you guys give me 20-30 minutes and I'll be right back with some really good scones. Hi, it's always a pleasure to see you. If you like my recipes, if you are enjoying the tasty treats I put out of this kitchen, I hope that you give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment below, and definitely I hope that you subscribe and hit the notification bells when I do upload. Thank you again. My timer's getting ready to go off. Got my oven mitt prepared. I baked it at 20 minutes. And, okay. Sorry. And I like it a little bit browner, a little bit toastier. So let's get this and see what this is looking like. And excuse the noise from my oven, but there we go. A toasty brown scone. I'm going to let this cool off probably another 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're going to cut into this and give this a taste. I haven't had breakfast yet today, and I'm feeling a little peckish. I'm back. I've let this cool, gosh, probably 5 minutes or something like that. Ideally, a little bit more, but we are going to, you can just barely see the scores in my dough here. And now that's, for me, now this is a huge, you can still see, that's a huge scone. And for me, it's very large. I'm going to cut this in half. And let's have a good look at this. And you can see some of the bits of apricots, and this is going to be so good. I hope that y'all give this a try. Of course, you don't have to eat it with a fork, but it's still pretty darn hot. Let's see. The apricot comes through really well, and so does the orange. I don't think I was any worse for the wear for just using buttered flavored shortening. That's a new one for me. The little chewy bits of apricot. And you can see the bottom here. Let's see. Let's just tear this apart. And if you want to put butter on it, put a little bit of butter on it. I personally like it exactly like it is, just very lightly toasted. You can just, you have that little hint of vanilla coming through as it touches your lips and your tongue. Just a hint, and I think it makes a big difference. Very nice. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Give this recipe a try. You will not be disappointed right out of my cookbook. If you guys are interested, contact me and I'll give you all the information. Everyone's been incredibly happy with my cookbook, and so am I. But thank you for joining me here, home at the Hollow. Goodbye, y'all.